Guys, doing a late night show is hard. I'm just gonna luxuriate in this. You have to watch me drink water. Just gonna, check my phone. Yup, checked it. All right, so get ready for our first interview guest. The first interview guest on Go to Bed with Mat Olson in the first episode of the show, in the first talk show that this college has ever seen. He's a friend, he's an instructor, he is a Portland staple, if your idea of Portland includes improv comedy. Please give it up for Brad Fortier. Man, now I know the kind of things that people say to each other when they're on a late night talk show and you can't hear them, but they're just like exchanging like little nothings. Now I know what that's like.
Me too. That's my first time too.
Wow, first timers.
All right.
That probably just blew out the microphone.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
I feel like there should be arms on this. I just feel like...
Well.
No, it's great, Matt.
We like to keep things modern. I don't have chairs. I don't have chairs. What you can't see behind this is that I'm on one of those exercise balls.
Yeah, totally. And he does have pants on.
Yeah. Yes, they saw me with the pants on. I'm not sneaky enough to take those off in the middle of the show.
Terrible.
That would be a good idea. We should have you on the writers.
Put that in your pocket, man.
All right. Brad, so I know you. A couple people in this audience know you. You've been instructing the improv group here at Reed College, Felicia Rodriguez and the Daughters of the Revolution, for what, a year and a half, 2 years now, somewhere in there?
I think a year and a half, I think.
And
yeah.
we have benefited so much from your sage wisdom. Don't laugh at my compliment,
I'm just blushing. Let me blush.
We've benefited so much, and I've gotten to know you a little bit, but there's still so much to the mystery that is Brad Fortier that I've yet to uncover.
Uh-huh.
For instance, I took lessons over the summer with Brad in a garage for archaeologists. Pickaxes on the walls, doing improv.
It's true.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it's like being an archaeologist, especially being an archaeologist in Portland, which is like a place where you would like not even bat an eye, like, oh, I'm an archaeologist. Yeah, that's like
totally. It's just what you do. So yeah, being an archaeologist here in the Northwest is pretty interesting. In terms of you don't find much.
Half an arrowhead here and there.
I mean, if you're lucky. I mean, I'd been working with that firm for 2 years, gone on at least 15 digs, and the last dig I went on with them, which was this past fall, we actually finally found a thing, and it was a Stone Age site on the Columbia River. So, and I got to find the spot where all the stuff was. So I was like, yeah.
So
yeah, they haven't hired me back since.
They were like, that guy showboated too much.
Yeah, I did the touchdown dance on the site. And they're like, you ruined it.
Brad Fortier did like a Lindy Hop for... Why did that dance come to mind? For like 4 hours on the dig site.
I'm just glad you think I can do a Lindy Hop, man.
I don't even know what that looks like. I seriously don't know how that popped in my head.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to smartphone it.
I've got one.
Well, maybe for the next segment.
Okay.
Smartphoning with Matt.
I already did a little bit. I really enjoyed it. I thought the audience enjoyed watching me drink water and do.
I missed it. So.
Yeah, you had to go wait in the nether realm.
Right. Which is
about 10, 20, 30 feet that way.
I live in the nether realm, so.
Is that like North Portland or like North Portland?
It's somewhere between North Portland and below the belt, okay?
Okay, all right. So you're in an improv group right now.
Yes.
And that improv group's name is?
The Knockouts.
The Knockouts. Mm-hmm. And you perform here and there? How many? Is there a regular show that people can see you at?
Not quite yet. We've been guest appearing with other groups. Peachy Chickens, first Friday Improvisational. And last night we appeared with a group called The Administration at the Brody Theater. Mm-hmm. And we're looking to be at Curious Comedy Theater's Friday Night Fights. So, and it's a project that I'm super excited about. My friend Scott Engdahl and Adrian Flagg are two like top tier improv performers and great actors on top of it. So we've got this really amazing chemistry that lets us kind of like go deep and hit some theatric highs and like move people and make them laugh.
Have either of these guys been on Grimm?
Adrian probably has. And
Scott has.
And Scott, I know, was on Leverage a couple times. So.
I can't. Leverage used the bridge at our college in an episode to dump a body off of the side. We have this iconic bridge that's dotted with blue lights, and then they're just like, well,
that bridge is perfect.
Someone you've taught, my good friend, is texting in the front row of the show. We're gonna cut this out, but I just wanted to call that out.
She's Facebooking it like, my improv teacher's up there.
Two people got that. So the improv teams that you've worked with, ours, Peachy Chicken, the Knockouts, they're all super fantastic, except for the Knockouts who I haven't seen, so I can't testify.
Right.
But the name says, either you're going to get punched or
You'll be unconscious when we're done.
It's because they have real late shows. You're just going to fall asleep in your chair eventually. They like end on a lullaby, an improvised lullaby.
You'll have a black eye.
Yeah. But you also use improv for good, because what we do is improv for evil, clearly.
For entertainment.
Yeah, for entertainment, which might, apples and apples.
Right.
Right. So you use improv as a tool to help people organize themselves and actually respond to crises, or you're at least very well versed in this field.
Yeah, just to catch everybody up, my master's degree is a combination of the anthropology of improvised theater. So I apply a lot of my learning and my knowledge to how does the methodology and the techniques of improvised theater, how can it be used in other contexts for teaching people how to collaborate better, how to communicate better, how to be more creative. And I also do a lot of consulting with other people who are applying it in the field. And I think what you were alluding to is my friend Dr. Mary Teskowitz, who runs a company called Heroic Improvisation, where she's actually used kind of the methodology of improvisation to create ad hoc citizen disaster relief groups.
Yeah.
So
you missed the part where I did the little air quotes on doctor, because you had just done a little thing on doctor, and now I feel really bad because that sounds like amazing work.
It's okay. We're having fun here.
That 20-something who hasn't graduated was like, doctor.
Yeah.
But, so as an improv consultant, this sounds like a weird kind of dream job, because you just go to places where people have like real things they need to accomplish, and then you're like, the best way you can do this is to do improv. So do you find commonly that these people like to play around or have fun with it, or does it take a little while to warm them up?
Well, in the industry,
all five of us.
Well, there's actually a professional contingent of us that call ourselves applied improvisation specialists. You know, there's actually like a professional organization called the Applied Improv Network, where it's like over 3,000 consultants who use this kind of tool set for education, for organizational development, you know, and getting the corporate dollar as well as getting the education dollar. For instance, I've done some consulting with Nike for their women's leadership forum and giving them tools with which to deal with the kind of male-dominated atmosphere at Nike. So, go figure.
Yeah, that sounds like you are getting some claps, and I think they're well deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah, improv at Nike.
Well,
Can I get a suggestion? Sports.
shoes,
Shiz.
bags?
Converse, you're fired.
Yeah. I'd like to say that, I mean, they're great people, but, you know, when it comes to...
Improv.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's a Nike spy in the audience and he's never going to work for us again. But
I would be honored to be the one to get you banned from further contract gigs.
Matt Olson got Brad blackballed.
We sent a spy to this college talk show because we just have so much, you know, available resources. Hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah. No, it's them.
I see the Nike swoop on those shoes.
Look out, they're just doing it.
I knew one of us would have to, like, work in a just do it joke.
You had to.
Well, the one thing I did want to bring up, which is kind of like a personal issue,
Sure.
is that
Should I hold your hand? I mean, is this going to be okay? Are you going to be okay, man?
our improv groups seem to only be capable of scheduling the same night. So it's been so long since I've seen you do a show because there's a First Friday improvisational, and then Felicia Rodriguez, because all of the people who go to those shows, many of whom are in this audience, don't want to do anything but see us on very specific Fridays. We just clash.
Sure.
So we're taking the already small Portland improv audience,
Yeah.
cleaving off the Reed College part, which is a huge part. Let me tell you, huge part.
Big part.
You
of the
don't
pie.
know. You don't know how many people you're missing out on because we just scoop them up.
Well, for good reason though.
So I think you know this is a neutral form. It's not like I dominate this space. It's really not.
Okay.
Did you check the name on the mug?
I just wanted to look. I was
All
making
right.
sure.
Can we use some improvisational skills to try and work out this show date thing?
Sure, we could.
All right.
How about I give you a date and you say yes?
This sounds like a great starting point. Give me a date.
How about Friday, August 1st?
Yes. And I'm going to double cross you.
There it is.
Please give it up for Brad Fortier. Stay tuned for more Go to Bed with Mat Olson.
Go to sleep.